Hello, everyone. Hey, back on day 2 on this series here. How you guys doing? Hope you had a beautiful day, and I hope you got something out of the content we shared yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and begin to get into our information here in just a few minutes. Okay, we're live now. Okay. I don't know why this thing do this on this phone. Here I am. Every time. Now, yesterday I did extremely well, so I guess maybe today is a different day, and issues can go on. But however, we're going to go ahead and get started here in a few minutes. We're going to talk about today is the benefits of marketing to a target audience. And yesterday I said I was going to begin to get you all hooked up and connected with your business for 2022, and did some things that I thought that would be beneficial to you as you are growing your business. So what we're going to do now is talk about those things more in depth. So thanks for being here. And if you are listening to the replay, I appreciate you for being here. And please don't hesitate like you did yesterday. A few of you shared. I thank you from all the beauty and love that's in me. I appreciate that. So you spread the word and share the word, because I want those that are just having questions about some things in business. I want them to be aware of what's going on. And I want you guys to just no. Any questions, go ahead and ask me if you are here live. I see a few people that are hopping on now. Just come on and ask me a few questions as I go along, and hopefully I'll be able to and glad to answer them. And right now, it's poor connection over here. I'm trying to connect Instagram too. So just give me a few minutes, but we're going to talk about 7 benefits of having your target audience. And if you already have a business, and if you're starting a business and growing a business, these are some of the things that you're going to benefit for having this. So don't leave it out. Technology has changed the game for so many of us in business, and we don't have to be all concerned about not having that extra help now in a lot of things that we're doing, in business. So I definitely want you to know about these 7 benefits, so where you can really, really start thinking about maybe implementing these in your business. Okay. This is going to be a series, and for the rest of this year, here and there, we're going to talk about a lot of business things. So Thanks for being here. Now, there's going to be 7 benefits for you, and I hope that you use them. Okay, don't be afraid. Don't think. And I think a lot of you have ideas, and you probably saying, "I really don't think that this is going to work." And I know the reason why you're not doing it is because you don't think that you can make a profit. I'm willing to bet you, if you realize and you knew that you couldn't fail in your business, that you would have the customers and the clients, but it'll take a little time, I guarantee you, I believe that you will definitely kind of like think about it a little bit more if you don't already have your 9 to 5. I mean, if you don't have a 9 to 5, but if you do have a 9 to 5, I think that you would embark on having this additional to, in addition to what you have, what you're already doing. So we're going to go ahead and get started in a few minutes. And I want to go ahead and share the intro with you. Okay, alrighty, we're back. Thanks for being here, everybody. Alrighty, first things first, we're going to talk about 7 benefits, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it, because I know you want to know about the benefits of you having a marketing, targeting your audience, because really that's not the only thing you're in business for, is just getting customers. But I know that's a very important part, right? You have to have customers in order to grow a business, because if you're not serving anybody, why are you in business, right? It's really not a business because you're not serving anybody. Alrighty, now we're going to begin on the benefits. So one of the first benefits of having this, and before I get deep into that, let me share with you some things that you can use technology wise that will help you. You can use things such as Google Trends. You can use things such as targeting your audience when it comes down to ads, Facebook ads, whatever, Google ads, all, there's so many different ads and things that you can, that you can do. There's not a problem. Hey, Mr. Maurice, how you doing? Alrighty. Now, also, along with, identifying your target market, you have to get niche down to the people that you're going to be serving. You cannot, your business is not for everybody, because everybody don't really need your services. And, we're going to narrow down and focus on your niche, but I'm going to tell you the benefits. Making, the benefit, one of the first, the benefit is making a sale will be easy for you. If you're targeting your audience, think about this for a second. If you are targeting the people that your business can serve, people that want to buy your product, guess what? Target marketing, it makes it so much easier, because you're not wasting time with other people. You're not wasting time on people that don't need your service. They're just sitting there taking up your ad dollars if you're spending money in ads, because sometimes you can get out here and there's other ways that you can make money, but ads don't leave it out. But there's other ways that you can get clients, right? That's what I'm trying to say. All righty. Next thing is, you will be able to benefit is for your targeting your audience and targeting the people that need your services. You're going to give them what they want. Now, how will you do that? You would do that. First of all, you would do that through a specific, you're going to know everything that's going on with them. You're going to know you're going to study them. You're going to kind of like stalk them a little bit, right? Not in a bad way, in a good way. There are tools out here that you can find out. I need to give these people what they want. So, you have discussion boards, you have people that online, you have things that's trending out here that you can just research. You can research news feeds, news articles. It's so much technology out here to help you know what exactly these folks looking for. YouTube, for instance, you get YouTube. Anytime somebody comment on any kind of platform, even Facebook, Instagram, social media platforms, TikTok, find out what's trending out here. And then in your niche now, in the niche of your business, it could be anything, whatever it is, whatever business you have, knowing who is interested. And you get on those, you narrow it down and you go directly to those people in that particular area of your business. Like, say, for instance, if you have a trucking business, or if you have a delivery business, or if you have a technology business, or if you have a home healthcare business, any kind of business, knowing what would be some of your unique selling propositions, or some of your unique selling points, and what are people complaining about? Find out what they're complaining about, and you be the solution, or you be the savior to their problems. That's right. That's one. And that goes up on the number 2. You will give them what they want. Find out what they're complaining about. Even on Amazon, when people buy products off Amazon, there's comments, there's rave reviews, there's people complaining about their product. If you're selling something, there's, whatever it is. If there's a discussion area, discussion board, if there's something, an area on YouTube, like a YouTube channel, or in your area, find out what people are questioning. Even on Instagram, Facebook, comments, you hear, or you listening to what people are saying to you, or what people want from you. When you listen, you find the solution, or you present the solution, and there's a strategy to that. Okay, we're going to talk about it a little bit further. The third thing is, the third benefit is going to be your lifetime, having that person, and when you're targeting those people, having them as a lifetime customer, your chances are very great. They're greater, because that particular person, you're going to give them what they need, not only one time, but probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you can build a relationship with them and ask them through, surveying and things like that, or connecting with them one-on-one, or connecting with them, just having some kind of meeting forum or whatever. Then they at that particular time, they will tell you once again what they need from you. So don't forget about that. Don't neglect that. Number 4, you will do less working with your ads and you won't be wasting money in your ads. When you are targeting your people, you can target your audience by going and finding out what's trending, what they need, who's looking for what you're offering. This is how you target. And I always give you there's strategies for this. There's strategies. There's Google Trend for this. There's, discussion board forums, listening at, videos, listening at the news, listening at certain areas. What topic? Who's talking about this? Credible people now. I'm not talking about these people out here just lollygagging, running their mouths. I'm talking about, organizations in your particular, every genre, every industry has an organization. They have somebody that's meeting, lifetime customer. They have somebody that's needing what you have to offer. They have somebody there in that particular area. They have them, they have them, pretty much right there, just spewing out information for you, and they have, or what I was going to say about the organizations, they have the whole setup, they have the legal jargon, the legal, anything legal, legally, legal things that you may need to know outside of talking to a CPA and attorney, things like that. You do need to have them on aboard your business and that kind of thing. But all of that other stuff is going to be right there pretty much, because it's an organization set up for your industries. Okay. Whatever it is, the Chamber of Commerce has a lot of information, Small Business Administration have, they connect with some things. Sometimes when they have these free webinars and things like that, people get on the webinars. If you see that somebody said they have a free webinar about something, know what's going on in your industry. Stay up to date. That's a part of the trending part. Find out what's going to be trending. Find out what's their 12-month plan. That's 2-year plan, 3-year plan. Find out what's going on in your particular industry. What's going to shift and change? What can you be in front of before everybody else do? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. News flash. Folks don't like to read. People do not like to read. I'm an avid reader. I love reading. I love staying abreast of sometimes I have a couple of people, I have friends that tease me about that, I love knowing. I love to be in the knowing. Okay. Because if I'm in business on whatever area I am. Yes. And it's good to have your business incorporate. Right, Maurice? Exactly. Absolutely. Embarking or what I'm researching on, I really want to. What are they talking about? What is being said? What is being talked about? What is being talked about for the future of that particular business? You need to know that. You need to know that, because it could be an industry that is changing. Another thing I don't want to forget about, knowing what's going on in the stock market of your industry. You never know. You can be reading something. Let me tell you how inspiration and ideas come to a lot of us. Or, I know for me, how it come to me. I'm reading something, and a lot of times I come up with ideas. It can be a unique, innovative something. That doesn't mean because it's not happening now, doesn't mean it won't. You can be the one that can come up with something that's needed just because you read an article years ago. There was this there was this company, right? I can't remember what company it was, but they had someone to come in. They had a problem with their particular machine in their industry years ago. This was back in the 30s, 1930s and 40s or something. Well, the gentleman that came in that had the solution to the problem that they fixed, it was one little minor thing. And he charged them, he wrote them an invoice for millions of dollars. But it was only one little small thing that needed fixing. But if that didn't get fixed, the production line wasn't going to run. nothing was going to go right. That company could move forward and produce the goods and services that they had to offer. The gentleman told, he said, well, why did you call? What was the issue? Could you tell us what issue did you fix? They, I mean, they wasn't mad about paying the money, but they wanted to know. He said, it was this particular thing right here. He said, wow, that particular, just one little small thing. He said, yeah. He said, well, why, how did you come up with your price? He said, because I identified the issue and I also fixed it at the same time. So he identified it. He knew what the issue was and he also fixed it at the same time. So how many of you can say that? You can identify issue in your industry and have the solution for it at the same time and charge your price of what you want. Because if they want the solution to the problem, maybe something that you may know about because you, in your experience, maybe working in that industry, if you're in a business that you've worked on in corporate in that same industry, and then some things, maybe working for a company and learn some things that nobody else doesn't know. That's another way you can be a unique seller and have a unique selling proposition, right? Okay. Number 5. Number 4 is you will spend less. You will do less on you will do less work on ads. You won't have to work as hard to find your target. Now, number 5 is you will spend less money. You will also spend less money on ads too, if you know your target market, because your money it will stretch wider. It will stretch. That's a benefit. It will go further for you when you are targeted, when you know who you are talking to in your business. Number 6, you want to know, one of the 7 benefits is, you would know how to get in front of them. You will know exactly what they like, what they're doing, what they like. Let's say, for instance, if you're targeting someone and you're doing a niche target on people, guess what? Whatever they like to do, whether they like to go here, whether they like to watch this on television, whether they like to do this, you can target them to a T, because you know everything that they like. You know the majority of the things that they are looking for, because you're going to stay in their faces in the areas, and they don't have to come to you. You can go to them, but you can target your ad so well to, man, they'll be like, how in the world this person find me up there? I had that on my mind. How did she know that? Or how did they know that? They target you. They studied you. That's how they know that. And there are tools and there are ways to do that. Let's say, for instance, Facebook. A lot of you are on Facebook, right? Well, if you go to someone's website, their pixel pretty much pick you up. And in the future, when they are targeting, they target you. When they're targeting their buying customers, because a lot of times they say the person that has visited that you can kind of command it and tell it who you're looking for, people that may have seen some of your content, or somebody that has target your, that has followed you or has been to your website in the last, 30 days or the last 2 weeks or whatever, 60 days or whatever it is. And you will always, and so you'll be, targeting your audience is going to be so you can stay your customer. You can have your customer. You can be on your future customers' mind, if you don't already have them as a purchaser or as a buyer of your products or services. That's the benefit of you targeting people, because you will know these things. Now, number 7 is know what you need to do in order to increase your service to them. Once again, communicating with them, being able to build that rapport with them. Now, especially if you're targeting them, because you guys speak the same language. You get it? You want, you have something that they need and want, and they can in turn ask you further questions to get the information. You get it? They can ask you further questions, and then you can let them know and you can expand on what you've already given them about your business and your services. And then guess what? You guys will be a match made in heaven when it comes down to business and customer service. They do it to you all the time. All the time. You may not consciously think about it or know it, but there are a lot of companies that sell your information, and believe it or not, Google know where all of you go. Google know you. Google has the 411 on you. Alrighty, on all of us. And not only Google, but other areas and other ways too, so they can in turn target. That's why Google Trends is so powerful, people. That's not the only thing that is good, but Google Trends is a very, very powerful tool to find out. If you Google, let's say you key in a word, a genre. If I key in, I can key in, let's do fitness. I can see who around the world, or whatever target, whatever country I pick, or I can say United States. I can find out what states are being searching that particular fitness. Right now, I'm sure it's pretty high because everybody now, the beginning of the year, we goes into this mode of New Year's resolutions and all these kind of things. So I'm sure fitness is one of the hot topics now. Then if you have a business, let's say if you have a e-commerce business that you're selling fitness things or fitness merchandise, right? You may be selling fitness merchandise you may, maybe let's say some weights or something. You may have some little small 10-pound weights. You can narrow it down in that aspect too, and just say, weights for fitness. You can also niche it down a little bit and then find out where you can target the people and find out where they are. So you can get in their face all kind of ways on social media. You can target them all kind of ways. You hear me? You really can. So that's just an example too, but these are 7 benefits of the powerful ways that you can stay in front of your customers and you can target people. Now, making this, and let's continue to talk too a little about marketing discovery. This is just a part of you discovering who your market is, who you need to market to. This is a very important thing for you in business. When you know what that market is, what market you need to be talking to, who you need to be connected with, who you need to be spending your time with, right? It's just like, the dating scene and how people date, or how they use ways to date. Because guess what? A lot of times, guess what happened? You always figure, if it's somebody that ain't really interested in you, interest to you, or whatever, you ain't got time for them, right? But they've given you some tail sign of how to market them. They've marketed themselves to you, whether it be on a dating site or whatever, So it can be any kind of thing like that. It's just that's just something I want to. That's just something I want to say to you. And let's go in this. Just let me give you a few more things about marketing, discovering your market. Let me tell you how you can discover your market. And what's the benefit of it? If anybody have any questions while I'm here, I can stop talking because I've given you the 7 benefits. I want to hear from you. Ask me a question while we're here live. You have me live, and then you won't have to get me to type in later on. Come on, if you have a question. All right. Discovering your market, discovering your market, and your market is all the thing is the people that is going to be buying what you have to sell. I don't care what it is. Listen, marketing is the lifeblood of that business. So this information is going to help you make sure you stay relevant. Okay. All right. Now, one thing you need to do, there are a few things I'm going to share with you that you need to do about your market. You need to, I think I mentioned a few of these earlier, just know everything that you need to know about your particular market, the market that you're serving, the market that you're in. and knowing too definitely where they're hanging out. Know exactly where people are, what's going on, what they like to do, where they're hanging out, in sports, where they're hanging out on television, where they're hanging out, different events and different shows, or do they like comedy? Do they like, sports? What is their extracurriculum activities? And see, when you're running ads and things like that in your business, what's going to stand out for you is going to be what's going to help you is going to be how you're going to niche down and, share the interesting. Yes. How you're going to stand out and, you know, target the niche audience that you want. Say for instance, when you're running ads, you need to tell it, I'm looking for people that like to go to Red Lobster. I'm just saying, or Olive Garden, or who watches Tyler Perry, or who does, who likes, who likes, even on social media, who likes, let's see, for the Facebook ad things, I'm just sharing with you, when you're running an ad about your business, who like a cooking show, anything. So this is what I'm telling you. Know where your audience hang out, where they're hanging out on social media. Know that, and another thing is, what are some of the trends that you need to keep up with and knowing about, people going to shopping forums, where they're buying things. Go to Amazon. Amazon is that thing can give you so much information about people. It can tell you the behavior and trends, and a lot of places that are keeping up with trends. Visit them. You have the economic of trends too. It's an economic indicator of the future trends. Y'all need to be on that website, especially if you're in business. You need to be there, and you need to know what's coming up, what's trending. Find your industry and see what's going to be happening, so where you can be ahead of the game. You can be in the forefront of all of this. Now, the last thing I just want to share with you outside of this here is taking that information that you have and coming up with like keywords or hashtags and things like that. And even when you on your social media, when you're posting stuff, hashtag that information. Hashtags they work. They're still relevant. They're alive. They still benefit you. They can benefit you if you work them. So I'm going to leave you with this. A few things that you need to do is you need to make sure that you are knowing what's going on in the world of your particular industry, in your particular market. Start searching and researching and almost being a private investigator. That's what you have to do. Almost being a private eye, but being a private eye in a way that's going to help you to know everything you need to know pretty much about your business and what people like, what are they doing and things like that. And also keeping, staying in touch and in tune with the trends, what's going on. Don't forget about Twitter. Tweet, a lot of times I'll tell you what I do in the morning when I wake up. I kind of see what's going on with Twitter. And a lot of things are trending on Twitter, and the comments sometimes, before I can even get started, it distracts me sometimes. That's another thing. Don't get distracted. It distracts me sometimes because I'm like, it's so hilarious how some of some of them, they come up, it was like, especially if somebody's trending, it's like, oh, I thought and then they put the little cartoon characters, the little memes and all this kind of stuff, and the memes and they put all of the crazy stuff, all the little animation things up there about, oh, I thought they was dying or something like that. It's like, oh, why are they trending? And it could be something that happened, or somebody mentioned their name, or they got an award or anything like that. It could be anything of that sort, but it's just so funny to me. It's like, boy, you can get a laugh out of just, boy, they're hilarious. But don't sleep on Twitter. Tweet. Yeah, don't sleep on Twitter, especially if you're looking for you're trying to find some information. A lot of you may not use Twitter, but I've had my account for years, and I love Twitter. I do. I love tweet, tweet, tweet. I love it. Going there, you learn a lot. And then LinkedIn, that's another one too that you not guys shouldn't sleep on. Don't sleep on that. Stay abreast of what's going on in your industry. That's all I'm saying. And those are some tools, tips and tools for that. So this is the series. This is a part of the series, and we're talking about marketing, but it is, how to launch your business and make a profit in 2022. That's what I'll be talking about. I'll be coming on. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to come on around lunchtime in that area, Eastern Standard Time. So if I'm a little off here, because I do have other things in my own businesses that I'm working on. So I'm trying to come up with a little schedule here for before the end of the year, so I can give you guys some information and some things that's going to help you grow. And please think about sharing this out with your friends and your audience and things like that. So where if they, some information that may help them, even just motivate them to go to the next level in business. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be in the salon a little bit tomorrow, but I will try my best to come on around between 12 and probably 12 and 1. Yeah, about 12 and 1. Something like that. Yeah. Might be between 12 and 2. Because I think, it'll be sometime midday or something like that. So, but anyway, thanks for being here. And for those that, watching the replay and have shared it, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here and taking your time out. And I won't waste your time. So that's why I like to go and get right into the information. I don't have to give you all of my accolades and all these kind of things like that. But, I just want to give you the information to help you. Don't want to waste your time. But anyway, I help my clients. Sometimes I work with them one-on-one, and sometimes I do the back end of things for them. And then sometimes I coach them through things that they need. And then sometimes they get some of my courses. So, feel free to click the link in my bio and explore some of my courses I have. I have some free information out, some free things that maybe is something that can help you along the way. So we're going to get through this thing together. And tomorrow I'll definitely will elaborate a little bit more on some things that you need to get right in your personal life, or it's your credits, things like that, and then getting things together. Even in addition to, we're gonna definitely elaborate on the must-haves in the tools that you're gonna definitely need for is growing a business. Okay, so we don't want you to be in 2022 still behind and not doing what you need to do if you so desire to have a business. Well, pretty much no matter what business you have, unless you're working for someone else, these are definitely things that I mentioned today. You definitely would benefit from having and knowing just, how to do some of these things. And then some of the tips I gave and some of the information I gave along the way with them, you definitely will benefit from them. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a beautiful day. Okay. Talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves. All right. And stay safe and stay warm. Those on the East Coast, we're a little cold over here. So, stay warm. I'm getting ready to go make me some ginger tea and get back in the office because I have some projects I need to work on too. And also, I'm getting ready to launch my skincare, part of my skincare line next week. Your girl been busy. Okay. I've been busy, but hey, I know if it's to be, it's going to be up to me.